man. Driving with JJ. We are going to Aldi's. While I'm driving, I love to share my thoughts. And this morning, I was really stirred by the Spirit. I just woke up. I remember laying in bed. I remember laying really still and then just opening up my eyes. There was no alarm clock. Nobody said, "Hey, JJ, wake up." It was none of that. It was just, I opened my eyes and then I just found myself so full of gratitude towards the Lord, saying, "God, thank you." That I don't know how we wake up. I don't know why my eyes opened the way they did. It just happens. It just does. And I was just so grateful that I had another day to enjoy, to just enjoy and be full of joy. You know what I mean? So I really just wanted to just share that. And God was also stirring in my spirit about being intentional with people. We are in a society today that we're so self-consumed. We just worry about ourselves. We don't really worry about anybody else. We don't care to, like, when we see somebody, we're like, "Hey, how's it going?" We don't really care to know how the other person's doing. I don't know about you guys, but I'm tired of not being intentional with other people. So I have decided, and I have decided many years ago, to be more intentional with people. And what that looks like for me is that when I talk to somebody, I want to give eye contact. I really want to know how they're doing. I don't just want to just say, "Hey, how's it going?" just to say how it's going. I really want to know how you're doing. What's on your mind? Did you have a bad day? If you did, I would love to talk about that. I would love to pray for that. I would love to just listen. You know what I'm saying? Just listen. Like, there's so many Christians out there that just are so self consumed. And I have chosen not to do that. I choose to be a light, and I want God to shine my light onto anybody who wants to chat with me or just spend time with me or whatever the case may be. I'm not a lonely person either. I have lots of friends. Like, I know everybody. I work in ministry and I work in many circles and I have many connections, but do I have a lot of solid, grounded um relationships? No, because everything is really surface. And I want to change that because I feel like the world is full of lonely people. And people have many acquaintances, but not really real relationships where people can talk and be transparent and be open. So I just want to be really intentional. And I just really want to encourage you guys by this blog to just remember that when you meet somebody, that especially if you're a believer, we're called to walk in love. We are called to embrace one another, to encourage one another, to support one another. And I don't mean financially, I just mean just emotionally. There's so many people that are walking around the world that just don't have an emotional support or anybody to really rely on. And we need to be better about that. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is my yummy celery, orange, spinach drink that I make homemade. I can share that recipe. But anyway, we need to be really intentional about that. And God is coming back. He's coming. I believe that we are in the times where the Lord is really nearing. And we have to be ready. We have to be a spotless bride. And what that means is dirty, free of any dirt, any stains, any damage, any hurts. And we have to stop hurting people. We, as the body, we hurt people. We do things to other people and don't even think twice about it. So we need to stop looking like the world. I mean, right? If we say we're Christians, we need to look different. We need to walk different. We need to talk different. We need to look different. That doesn't mean be religious. I'm not talking about being religious. I'm talking about just being a light in this world. Because too many times the world has seen people that, sorry about that, that just aren't legit Christians, or you can't talk to Christians because they're too religious. Like, you can't have normal conversation. Well, guess what? JJ has lived in the world before she became a Christian. And I believe that makes me a lot more special than most of your Christians. I do. I really do, because I can relate to the sinful heart, to the things, to the desires, to the things that you think about, to the mind. I can relate to all that. I've been through things. I've done things myself. So I'm putting myself out there to let you guys know that I'm available. Chime in, send me a message. What do you want me to pray for? What do you want to talk about? I just want to show you that God is not stuffy, that He's a great God. He's a God of order, absolutely. He doesn't say go sin and then, go on Sundays and worship me. You have to live a lifestyle, and you got to live unto the Lord, and God's going to be in your heart. You have to have an encounter, and you got to love Him, and you have to have a relationship. You know what I'm saying? We can't have this surface cookie Christianity either. You know what I mean? So I just want you guys to be intentional. Remember when you're walking around and you meet people, your friends, if you haven't called somebody in a while, pick up the phone, call them like, hey, bro, I haven't talked to you in a while. Like, how you been? What have you been up to? Call your best friend. See if she wants to go out for some coffee, whatever. I lost connection for a moment. I don't know. I'm losing. Okay, I lost connection. But I've been in ministry for 3 years. It's just like now we're texting, so self-consumed with our positions, with striving, with our cliques, and it's just so ridiculous. We need to lay all that down and just know that God is after every single person. He's after hearts. He's after souls. He wants us to have encounters if we would allow ourselves to be open to those things and not be like, well, I wouldn't talk to this person because this person doesn't meet my standards. That we need to lay that down. We need to lay ourselves down and just be all about the things about Jesus. I don't know about you guys, but I'm running this race with Jesus. I want to run after all the things of God. So when you're out today, I'm pulling up to my destination, y'all. I'm at Aldi's. Yes, I am. So I'm gonna have to end soon, but I just want to end on this note that when you're out and about and you're even if you don't know the person, even the person doesn't look like what you would expect them to look like, be open to just chit chat with them, to share with them, to just say hi, to say, hey, God bless you. Whatever the case may be more intentional about talking to random people. The world needs us. What good are we if we're just good to our circles? If we're just good to the people that we do ministry with or the groups that we gather with. We're not any good to the kingdom if we cannot step out into the world to reach the hopeless, the people that aren't loved, and all of that. We need to do our part. So anyway, this was Driving with JJ. Love you. God bless you. Be blessed. And I will talk to you guys again. I'm sure I'll have another word to share with you guys. So God loves you. Bye. And be intentional. Be intentional. Be intentional. All right. Peace out. Now, I always figure out how to end this. And